Hey everybody, we are on video 3 of our Grove Kids volunteer training series. Our first video was about our vision and our mission with seeing families changed by Jesus and building into the lives of a few over time strategically to help develop an authentic faith, a real faith that's rooted in Scripture. And then last time we talked about our goal of relational connection. Well, mission and vision and goals are really great, but sometimes we need to know, how do we do that now? And so our next few videos will be on 5 keys to making that happen. So our first key is to be present. Let's say that again. We're going to be present. And there are 3 ways that we can be present. The first way is to show up predictably. The second is to show up mentally. And the third is to show up randomly. When we show up predictably, it means that we really do show up on the Sundays that we said we would. So we are there available and ready for the kids 1 Sunday a month, or for some of you, it's actually 2 Sundays a month, which is really cool. So we are there each month to be there for the kids. So that means maybe there's going to be a week you miss. You try to swap with someone else. So that way they still see you at least once that month. We only get an hour with the kids, if that. So we want to maximize each of those hours that we have. Showing up predictably means that toddlers need someone who doesn't look like a stranger. Elementary schoolers need someone who remembers the name of their goldfish. Everyone needs someone who knows their name and knows what's going on in their life. Our second part of showing up is showing up mentally. That means we're going to show up energetic, fully attentive, and ready to engage with the kids. It means we are ready from the start to have authentic conversations with them, to really talk about their lives, and to commit to engaging in meaningful interactions. It means we're ready to really listen to what they have to say, or what our verbal communicators somehow say during the course of a Sunday. It means we know our content ahead of time. We are prepared mentally to shed some light or even some spiritual insight into our topics for that day. Whatever it is, in order to show up mentally, you have to be prepared, be awake, and be engaged. We're going to be rolling out some new things that we'll need to be prepared for on Sunday mornings in the future. So let's just get this in our minds right now about what it means to show up mentally. The third part is we need to show up randomly. And the way we can do that with Grove Kids as volunteers who work once a month and aren't necessarily going to be showing up at these kids' basketball games or baseball games or after nap time on a Tuesday. One of the ways we can do that is through postcards. I'm really excited to roll out this new system where I'm going to have postcards available in your classrooms, and every Sunday at the end of the day, you're going to write a postcard to one of the kids that you interacted with that day. And then I'll go ahead and take care of addressing it and mailing it for you. In early childhood for the nursery and toddlers, that means writing a postcard that's encouraging to one of the moms or dads you interacted with that day. For a preschooler in kindergarten, that means sending a note telling them that you are thinking about them, or maybe even suggesting that they go play at your favorite park that week. Say, hey, I love Kinder Park, you should check it out. For elementary kids, it means referencing something specific that was talked about that day. So then those kids will get something in the mail that week, and that's how you'll get to show up randomly in their life. Another way that's going to help us show up randomly in kids' lives is through a notebook system. I'm going to start having notebooks in each of our classes, and each kid is going to have their own page in that notebook. And at the end of a Sunday, you can go make notes, like Cora is on her way to walking. In just a couple weeks, she'll probably be ready to move up to the toddlers class. Or Johnny loved the train toys today. We found that he had an easier time saying goodbye to mom when we immediately handed him the Thomas train. Or Sally was really quiet, but when given the opportunity to pray, she wanted to participate in it. So that way, the next week, a leader who wasn't with them the week before can go look at what exactly did happen in those kids' lives and know how to make a better connection right from the start with the kids. We can also record in those notebooks that we sent a postcard, because we don't want the same kid getting a postcard every week while other kids don't get any postcards. So those are just some of the ways that we're going to start working on being able to show up randomly in the lives of our kids. And when we show up predictably, when we show up mentally, and when we show up randomly, our kids are going to start trusting us more. And then when they trust us more, they'll begin to open up more. And that is when they get to root themselves in the kind of community that God designed them for. that the kind of community that Jesus illustrated with his disciples, and the kind of community that the early churches practiced regularly together. So this is really cool. So this being present is so important. Being present, and that means showing up predictably, showing up mentally, and showing up randomly. And that's going to be a huge key to success for us in knowing that we really are helping build an authentic faith in these kids, that we're going to see lives changed by Jesus through some really good relational connection.